Hello, welcome to this week's mindfulness practice. My name is Leanna. If this is your first time tuning in or you show up week by week, thank you for being here and for sharing this time with me. This week, I wanted to bring you a sequence that is a beautiful cool down for your entire body, but is really geared towards my runners out there. Running is my favorite form of movement next to yoga. So, making sure that I'm getting a good recovery, cool down, and balancing out my nervous system after a run is super critical and important to my training. So, today we're going to be moving through a lot of release around the lower body as the legs take the most impact during our runs, but then also focusing on that upper back because that also brings in a lot of movement when we are running and takes a lot of the pressure as well. So, like I said, this is a beautiful, well rounded sequence for anyone to do, but really is geared towards the runners out there. So, thank you for joining today. You will need a block for your practice. It's really not necessary, but it will be helpful for when we're seated to prop your hips up. Just give a little bit more space to those ankles. So right now I have a block between my legs. So if you have something handy by your side, a block or something similar, grab that for your practice. As always, take every shape at your own pace. I am just simply a guide for your practice. So find rest, modify at any point throughout this time together. And we'll get started right away. So we'll make our way to a child's pose. You can just have that block by your side for now. We won't need it for the beginning of our practice. Draw those knees wide, toes come to touch, and then melt your chest towards the ground. Good. Now, let's start with this being more active. So really ground down into those palms to have those forearms lifting off the ground. And then if you'd like to increase this activation, you can tuck those toes under and you can even tent those fingers to really allow that chest to melt even more. So finding your shape here as we start in our child's pose. And then grounding down, tuning into your body, arriving for your practice. Begin to notice areas in the body that are feeling more stickier, maybe more closed off. And then on that same train of thought or awareness, noticing areas in the body that are feeling more spacious and more open. Begin to tune into the natural rhythm of your breath. Just watching it flow in and out, noticing its pace and noticing where it's traveling in the body. Good. With that activation of those palms or high on those fingertips, start to breathe into that upper back, the back of the heart space. You may feel those ribs expand laterally with every breath you take. Can you sink those hips back a little deeper? Here, let's start to lengthen that breath, finding an extension of that inhale and exhale that feels supportive. And we'll breathe together, emptying wherever you are. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Long breath out through the mouth. Another deep breath in, extend that inhale. Long breath out, extend that exhale. Good, one more round here, just like that. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Good, and now allowing that breath to fall away and find a rhythm that feels supportive for you and one that can guide your movement here today. Guide your practice. Good. And as that rhythm is settling into place, taking a moment to call in an intention for your practice if that is a part of your ritual. And just tuning into why you showed up here today. What's your reason? So calling in that reason or intention now, taking a moment. Good, we'll find a breath in. Find a breath out. I hope you have a wonderful practice, everyone. Nice and slowly, start to ground down through those palms. Let's draw ourselves forward to all fours, finding a tabletop. Yeah, really spread those fingers wide, root down through the knuckles on your palms. We keep that left hand planted. Next breath in, reach that right hand tall. Find that twist through the upper back. Exhale, thread that arm through to the left, finding a hover. Engage those obliques as you reach. Breath in, we rotate. Gaze may lift. Exhale, thread that arm through. We'll land this time on the side of the shoulder, the side of the head. Good. So really reach that right hand towards the left side of the space and begin to peel that left side of the chest open. So option to keep that hand by your face exactly as you are, or you can reach that left arm forward and then really root down through that palm wherever you are. Can you peek under that top arm? Finding that rotation in the upper back and breathing into this space. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. Good, 2 more rounds of breath here. Last full round. Good, we ground down through that left palm. Breath in, reach that right hand tall. Find that twist, gaze may lift. Exhale, we ground down through table. Good, take a round of cat-cow. Drop the belly, lift the gaze. Exhale, round through the spine, push the ground away. Good, neutral spine, crown of the head reaches forward. Rotate that right shin outwards. Step that left foot to the back of the mat. Reach that left arm tall. It's a modified side plank. Good, now take a breath in, reach that left arm forward. Really lengthen along that left side body. Squeeze those obliques, a gentle engagement as you lift the hips to the sky. Can you breathe into that left rib cage? Take a breath in. Take a breath out. One more full round of breath here. Good, now start to turn those left toes to the back of the mat. Ground down through that foot. Use your obliques as you reach tall through the crown of the head. Good, that left elbow comes to your left thigh. Sweep that right arm overhead. Think modified extended side angle. So now we're guiding that breath into that right rib cage. Really expand and extend, or lengthen rather, along that right side. Good, and then as you lunge into that left knee, can you peel that left knee open? So we're stacking that left knee over our left ankle, using that elbow to really push out of our knee and lift through that spine. Breathing into that right rib cage. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. Good, last inhale here. Exhale, that right hand meets the ground. We find that modified side plank. Left arm reaches forward. Take a breath in. Breath out, left hand meets the ground. Rotate that right shin in as you step that left foot to your pinky. We find a lizard lunge. Good, and then a slight rotation out of those toes. So toes out, heels in, a little bit of a 45-degree angle there. Just start to shift side to side in this shape, easing into the hips. Good, find a breath in. On your breath out, half splits variation. Flex through the left toes as those hips sink back. Good, breath in, we find that lizard lunge. Breath out, we shift back. Good, 2 more rounds. Breath in, arch the back, gaze comes forward. Exhale, round through the spine as you shift those hips back. Last round here. Exhale, we land here in our half splits. Good, now direct that breath along the back of that left leg. Getting into the calf, the hamstring. Good, and then bowing that chest towards the ground. Take a full round of breath here. Good, next breath in, we lunge forward. Plant through the left foot. Step the right foot to meet the right pinky. Malasana yogi squat. Those hands come to prayer at heart center. We root down through those feet. Good, and then you have that option for the block here to take it under your sit bones if you'd like to have some support. Otherwise, that block stays by our side. Wherever you are, can you squeeze through those glutes, push out of the hips? And then you might find stillness here. You might find a little bit of movement. Move with curiosity in this shape. Shine that heart forward, drop the shoulders down your back. Breathe into the hips. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. Good, let's find stillness together. Last inhale here, gaze comes forward. Exhale, hips to the sky, hands to the ground, fold forward. Keep the feet as they are, mat width, and just take a heavy forward fold here. Generous bend in those knees, start to shift side to side. You may choose to grab hold of opposite elbows here. Really let that crown of the head reach towards the ground. Good, take a breath in. Take a breath out. Last inhale here. Exhale, release the grip if you have it. Walk those feet back into your preferred different distance. Breath in, halfway, long spine, crown of the head reaches forward, palms to shins. Exhale, release. Ragdoll to stand, tuck that chin towards your chest as you slowly lift one vertebrae at a time. Crown of the head reaches last. Once you arrive, roll those shoulders towards your ears, release them down your back, Tadasana, hands by your side. Take a round of breath. Good, standing cat, interlace those hands. Push your palms away as you tuck the chin towards your chest, round through the upper back. Really spread those shoulder blades wide. Take a breath in. Exhale, reach those palms towards the sky, lengthen through the crown of the head. Take a breath in. Exhale, hands release down, interlace them behind your lower back now. Shine that heart towards the sky, really arch through the spine like standing cow. Take a breath in. Hinge at the hips, bend in the knees, fall forward. Good, palms draw away from your lower back. And then we release the bind. Breath in halfway, palms to shins. Exhale, hands plant, step back to your high plank. Right away, lower your knees to the ground. Take a breath in. We hinge at the elbows, point through those toes, hips to the ground, heart to the sky, modified up dog. Good, move through knees or toes, downward facing dog, hips high. Find a breath in, find a breath out. Good, now start to pedal out through those heels, moving nice and slowly here. Getting a little bit of a calf stretch in, a deeper stretch through the Achilles, the calf muscles, into those hamstrings. Good, and then the next time your right heel drops down, keep that left knee bent. Take a breath in, take a breath out. One more round of breath here. Release it. Good, we bend the left heel down, keep that right knee bent. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. One more full round of breath here. Good, release, breath in, come high on those toes. Exhale, knees lower to the ground. We find that tabletop. Good, right away we root down through the right palm, breath in, reach the left arm tall, find that twist. Exhale, thread that arm through, finding a hover. Good, breath in, we find that rotation. Breath out, we thread that arm through, reaching it to the right, landing on the side of the shoulder, the side of the head. Good, now having that right hand planted in front of your face or reaching it towards the top of your mat. In either position, really pressing that palm into the ground. As you peel that right side of the chest open, maybe that gaze lifts under that top arm. Can you find that rotation in your thoracic, the upper back? Find a breath in. Find a breath out. Good, breathing into that back heart space. Let's take 2 more rounds of breath. Last round here. Right hand walks back in, root down, breath in, reach that left arm tall, find that twist. Exhale, ground down through table. Good, breath in, find your cow pose, arch the spine, lift the gaze. Exhale, round through the spine, push the ground away. Good, we're making our way to that modified side plank. So root down through the right palm, or left palm rather, shift that left shin outwards, step the right foot back, right arm to the sky. Good, and then inhale, reach that right arm towards the front of the space, a long diagonal from the knife edge side of that right foot all the way through to the fingers. Good, and then can you lift your hips to the sky, engaging those obliques, starting to breathe in that right rib cage. Take a breath in, take a breath out. One more full round of breath here. Good, that right foot starts to rotate, toes to the back of the mat. Root down through that right foot. As you breathe in, you lift through the crown of the head. That right elbow comes to right thigh. Reach that left arm overhead. Modified extended side angle. Good, and then really root down through that right foot. Those left toes can be tucked or untucked, whatever feels more comfortable for you here. And then find that rotation in the upper back. Really peel that left side of the chest open as you reach towards the right. Maybe that gaze lifts. Good, and then push out of that right side. So right elbow is really pushing into the top of that thigh as you lift and breathe in the left side of your rib cage. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. One more full round of breath here. On your exhale, start to rise through the crown of the head. That left hand plants, right leg straightens, right arm to the front. Modified side plank. Take a breath in. Good, breath out. Right hand meets the ground. We step that right foot forward. Left shin comes in. And then toes out, heels in on that right side. Find that lizard lunge, breathing into this shape. Taking notice of how it feels compared to the left side that we just took. Good. Find a breath in. On your breath out, those hips shift back towards your heels for that hamstring stretch. Good. Breath in, lunge forward, arch that back, shine your heart. Breath out, round through the spine as you sit those hips back, bow towards the ground. Breath in, lunge forward. Breath out, shift back. We land here. Breathing along the back of that right leg. Noticing the bodily sensations. Noticing where you feel this stretch on this side. Flex through those right toes. Find a breath in. Find a breath out. Last full round of breath here. Good, we start to lunge forward on that next breath in, root down through that right foot, tuck the left toes, step the left foot forward. We're back to that malasana. So you have your choices here for movement or stillness. If you'd like that block underneath the sit bones, please find it. We're taking 3 rounds of breath. Last 2. Good, and last inhale. Hands to the ground, hips to the sky. Find that forward fold. Good, feet stay as they are. Interlace those hands at the base of your skull this time. Really allow that crown of the head to reach towards the ground, rounding through that neck. Hips high to the sky. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. Last full inhale here. Release the bind on your exhale. Good, walk those feet into your preferred distance. Breath in halfway. Breath out, release. Root down, reach tall to the sky, extended. Hands come to prayer, samastiti. 2 rounds of breath. Good. Interlace those hands, push them away from your body. Tuck that chin to your chest. Round through the spine. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. Inhale, reach tall with those palms. Drop the shoulders as you lift through the crown of the head. Breath in. Breath out. Hands release to your lower back. Interlace them the opposite way this time. So the more awkward way. And then squeeze those shoulder blades together. Shine your heart forward. Gaze may lift. Breath in. Bend at the knees. Hinge at the hips. Fall forward. Hands pull away from your lower back. We release the bind. Inhale halfway. Exhale, hands plant, step back. From knees or toes this time. Lower halfway or all the way. Find your back bend on your inhale. And downward facing dog on your exhale. Find a breath in. Find a breath out. Inhale, heels lift. Exhale, knees lower to the ground. Inhale, right leg high, 3-legged dog. Exhale, step that right foot through for that lizard lunge. We lower that left knee. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. Good. Now rotate that left shin outwards. Come to ground down through the left palm. Reach that right leg back, bending through the knee. Grab hold of that foot. Find half bow. Reach the crown of the head to the back of the space. Push the foot into the hand as that hand is pulling that foot towards you. Good. Arch through that back. One last breath in. Exhale, that right hand plants down. Find that lizard lunge. Right foot steps forward. Good. And now we're landing here for several rounds of breath. So taking any shifts, any movements, maybe that right hand comes to your inner thigh. Again, moving with curiosity here, allowing this to look different and land in your body in the way that feels good. Maybe you bend through that left knee, grabbing hold of that foot for an extra little bit of a quad stretch. Good. Maybe you come to those forearms. So those are all options here. Please move with curiosity and find 3 more rounds of breath. Last 2. Last 1. Good. Ground down through those palms. Tuck the back toes, lift the back knee. Walk that right foot over to your left ankle. You may have to lift the shin here or foot to release the shin to the ground, finding a pigeon pose. Good. And then we lean to the right side of that hip. We're actually going to take this into deer. So that right shin comes to the top, parallel to the top edge of your mat. Left shin is bent by your side. And then we square our shoulders to the front. Take a breath in. On your breath out, start to lean forward. And then again, you may have that block or prop by your side to release your forehead down. Just allowing your breath to flow into the hips here. So this often gives you a little bit of a deeper stretch than that pigeon shape. It's also usually more supportive for people that may experience any pain in that pigeon shape. So deer pose is a beautiful alternative, giving the same benefits. Find a breath in. Find a breath out. 3 more rounds of breath here. Last 2. Last 1. Really slowly grounding down through those palms, so lift yourself upright, removing that block or prop to the the side if you have it. Plant those hands behind you. Take some 90-90 rotations. So just windshield wiping those knees left to right, releasing in those hip joints. Good, and then we land at the top of our mats. Swing that left leg behind us, tuck the back toes, lift the back knee, reach that right leg to the sky, find that three-legged dog, peel the hip open, find a scorpion pose variation. We take one more breath in here. Exhale, right foot meets the ground, downward facing dog. Pedal out through the heels, find a round of breath. Next, inhale, left toes reach tall, three-legged. Exhale, round through the spine as you step that left foot through, finding that lizard lunge. Back knee lowers. Find a breath in. Find a breath out. Good. We rotate that right shin out. Ground down through the right palm. Reach that left leg back. Bend through the knee. Grab hold of that left foot with your left hand. And then crown of the head reaches towards the back of the space. And then push that left foot into your hand as you're pulling that left foot towards you. Start to notice that back bend, that stretch along the front of the hip flexor. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. Last full inhale here. Good. Release the foot. Hand meets the ground. We step that left foot forward. Find that lizard lunge. Good, and then we're here for several rounds of breath. So again, a little bit of free flow, moving with curiosity. See how this side can look different than the last. Maybe you find that twist with that hand on your thigh. Maybe you take that quad stretch. Breathing into whatever shape here you're finding and moving with curiosity. 3 more rounds of breath. Good. We ground down through those hands, tuck the back toes, lift the back knee. We're walking that left foot over. You may lift it off the ground to bring that shin to the ground. Good. And then once you arrive, roll to the outside of that left shin, or hip rather. Left shin comes parallel, right knee bends by your side. And then square your shoulders to the front. Take a breath in. Breath out, bow towards the ground. Now finding your depth here and using that block for support wherever it feels good. Resting your forehead towards the ground. Maybe it lands on a block. And breathing into this shape. Landing in deer pose on the opposite side. Find a breath in. Find a breath out. 3 more rounds of breath. Last 2. Last 1. Nice and slowly lifting yourself upright. And we come back to those 90-90 rotations. So hands plant behind you, start to windshield wiper those knees left to right. Slowly moving through those hip joints here, offering any bit of release. Good. The next time those shins come forward, we walk those hands forward, swing that right leg back, tuck the back toes, reach that left leg to the sky, three-legged dog, scorpion variation, bend through the knee, peel that hip open, breathe into that hip, take a breath in. Exhale, just lower to your downward facing dog. Find a full round of breath here, offering any little last bit of release. Last inhale here. Exhale, we lower those knees to the ground. Good, and then we'll find a seat. You can come sit on your sit bones, or your sit bones rather, can sit back towards those heels, finding a kneeling seat, or you can cross those legs out in front of you, whatever feels most comfortable. We'll be here for a couple of minutes, grounding into some pranayama, some breath work now. So allow the gaze to soften, those eyes can close down, roll those shoulders down towards or away from your ears and down your back. A long spine lift through the crown of the head. Good, and then bring that right palm facing up in your lap, left hand places on top, so palms stacked. Then a gentle touch of those thumbs together. Our Dhyana Mudra, our hand gesture of meditation and concentration. Good, and then relax the face, relax the jaw, allow that tongue to hang in space. Allow the eyes to soften into their sockets and soften that space between your eyebrows. Find a breath in. Find a breath out. Reconnecting with that breath here. The pranayama practice we'll move through is an inhale for a count of 4 and an exhale for a count of 8. So taking this at your own pace. If that doesn't feel achievable for you today, please just move in a rhythm that does, and try to extend that exhale a little bit longer than the inhale. So we'll start with a cleansing breath, take an inhale through the nose, and our exhales are out through the mouth. Good, inhale for a count of 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 4. Exhale for 8. Inhale for 4. Exhale for 8. Inhale for 4. Exhale for 8. Inhale. Exhale. Two more rounds. Inhale for 4. Exhale for 8. Last round here, a deep breath in for 4. And exhale it all out. Good, allow that breath to fall away. Find an easy breath in, an easy breath out. Welcome in your natural rhythm, your natural pace. And take notice if there's a shift in your breath, a shift in your body, a shift in your energy. In this state of awareness, concentration, meditation, you might choose to call back in that reason or your intention for your practice today. Just honoring this time that you've made for your practice, your time on your mats, to recover and restore your body. And finding that time to rebalance that nervous system left to right. So we'll be closing practice exactly as we are today. Please do stay here for as long as you'd like. I look forward to next time. Namaste, everyone.